Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Like, yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Nice to hear you. Can I see you?
Yeah, okay. Of course. Okay. Can you see me? Yeah.
Hi.
No.
How
Yeah.
are you? How are you today?
I'm good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Today's. Sorry, I've just got a problem. Okay. Let me fix that first. Okay. A little bit. Let me fix that problem first.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will wait.
Okay. Okay. Sorry for that. Sorry
No,
for
no,
that.
no. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And how are you today? Can you tell me something more about yourself?
Oh, today I'm good. Actually I have some kind of task related to my job. Actually, I just try to solve all of that, but I seem to be very bored. It's like something routine task for me, and it didn't surprise me, and I'm just did that on my way. So that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, at the end of the day, I try to find something news, but it's my but okay. So at least today I'm joined a new class. I seem to be very good for me at that time after very long time since I join any class, learning English class and like that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Okay. Okay. And what is your job? What do you do?
I'm just the engineer. Like
Mm-hmm.
try to someone just do something related to technology. That's all. And
Mm-hmm.
I try to that's,
Mhm. Okay, and okay, yes, I understand what you want to say. And which language? You're IT engineer, is that right?
yeah,
And
language.
which language do you
Yeah,
use?
actually, I have some. Actually, I'm familiar with Python, Java, and some Scala, and some kind of language related to data. Actually, I'm an engineer, but I'm still in the data field. Actually, I try to manage all the data people of the customer. That's why I'm just familiar with some kind of languages like Java and Scala and Python. If you know that, yeah,
Yes, I'm
that should be
familiar.
very.
I'm
Yeah, that's
familiar.
very famous. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see. And what do you think? What do you think? Okay, it's strange for me because are you right now in Vietnam or somewhere else?
I'm just actually I'm not in Vietnam right now because of that. I'm just learn. I'm just made decision to learn to at some kind of times at midnight Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just in other countries. I'm in Singapore right now. Yeah,
In
I'm
Singapore.
still in Singapore.
And
Yeah.
what is the time now in Singapore?
Actually, let me check. I don't. Let me. I still using the time zone Vietnam actually. Okay. Current time. Or maybe it's at the midnight also. Maybe uh, z- 1 p.m. 0 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
0 a.m. 0 a.m. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Okay, and
Mm.
how you decided to have classes, English classes, so late? Okay, I was assuming that you are, for example, in some countries like Europe or continents like Europe or Africa. So how do you decided to have classes so late?
Actually, I visited some countries in the world, and recently I'm visit to Singapore.
Hmm.
At that time, I'm familiar with other time zone in some kind of country like maybe um, Europe, like UK, maybe. And after
Hmm.
that, I tried to go to Singapore, but actually, I think I'm familiar with that previous time zone.
Hmm. Okay,
That's why.
because I'm living in Europe. I'm living in Europe, and now it's
Yeah,
5:36 p.m. So it's okay time. It's a really okay
yeah,
time, and this is that what is occurred to me on my mind, that maybe you're in Europe, because if you're in Vietnam, it's very very late, and
yeah. I visited Europe already, but actually after that I try to I and then I made decision to go to Singapore because I need to meet some kind of customer in this country. Because of that, I just visited Singapore recently.
Mhm,
And actually, I'm still familiar with Europe time zone. Because of that, I try to join some kind of class in the midnight.
mhm,
Most of the time, I stay in in the Europe. Yeah, that's why.
mhm. Okay, and which countries in Europe would you like to visit, that you go, that you used to like to visit so far?
Oh, let me. I prefer because actually I prefer to go some kind of country like in Austria. You know Austria,
Austria, yes, of course. It's
Austria.
yes. Hmm.
Actually, and French. Yeah, French. Maybe French is
France,
good.
France.
Yeah, French is good. French.
French,
Yeah, French.
French. When you say French, this is a language. Okay, French is a language, but if you want to say country, the country is France. So French,
French. Okay.
yes, like
French.
for example, people from Vietnam. Okay, they are Vietnamese, but the country is Vietnam. So people
Yeah.
from France, they are French. Okay, just you to
French.
know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I used to be in Austria. I used to be in Austria, and I'm familiar with Austria. It's relatively near my country where I live. I live in Serbia. Did you heard maybe about Serbia?
Actually, no. I'm just I'm just go to Austria recently, but I'm staying in my hotels. I'm just
Hmm.
work remotely and try to. Actually, that is that's a circumstance I really want. I just did everything remotely and then spending time on my customer. Just join some meetings, and after that I have lunch with my customer in Austria. That's all. I didn't have enough time to uh, research some kind of information related to this country and other country around that. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, because I'm living in Serbia, and Serbia is famous about sport athletes. Do you track sports? Do you like to watch some sports? Okay, on
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
or
I like sport. Like sport. Yeah,
Mhm.
actually,
Okay, what type of the sports do you usually like? What is your
I think it's a
favorite?
football.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite sport is football. We can
Mm-hmm.
call that like football and soccer in the state.
United States.
And
Mm-hmm.
actually, yeah, in Vietnam is called soccer football. Yeah,
Football, yes, yes, yes.
and I
In Europe also. In Europe also football. In soccer
yeah
in USA.
yeah I also like tennis. Yeah, tennis.
Mm-hmm. Tennis, and this is why I asked you this question, because one of the most the best right now, the best tennis, not right now, the best tennis player, but a tennis player that is famous from my country is Novak Djokovic.
Yeah, I know that's a goat. Yeah, the goat in
Yes,
tennis.
he's from Serbia. He's from my country because I'm from Serbia. So he's from Serbia and
Yeah.
he's from my country, and he's a quite famous and basketball player. This basketball player has the same name as I do. His name is Nikola Jokic. So
Uh,
maybe you heard
no,
no.
actually,
He's
I
he's
had
he's playing in
I had
NBA.
NBA.
Yes,
Actually, I didn't see NBA too much. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Novak Djokovic, but he is the best tennis player in the world for maybe 10 years, ten
mm-hmm,
years, and right now he is still seen at top six best tennis player in the world. The top one is maybe Alcaraz, and the second one is Sinner. I saw the competition between two players recently in the ITV finals. Actually, yeah. For the
mm-hmm,
Novak Djokovic, he didn't want to join this competition. Just leaves up behind and start with a new session with Australian Open. Actually, I'm fan of tennis. I know. know some
Hmm.
kind of players in this sport. Yeah.
Hmm. Yes. Okay. So that, yeah, yes, this he Novak Djokovic last year he won Olympic Games, and okay, we were cheering for him because he's now he practically won everything. Okay, everything what he could.
Yeah, yeah. He's also on. He's the best tennis player in the world for maybe
Mhm.
for the all time. I think that's why you call him the greatest tennis all time. Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe we
Okay.
have some kind of players. Yeah.
Mhm. And you mentioned because the first lesson I plan to have a little bit free talk with you. Okay, we will go to the lesson, of course. Don't worry about this, but I want to get to know you a little bit better. Okay, this is why I want to ask you about some questions about you to know you a little bit better. And who is your favorite soccer or let's say football player?
Also, actually, my football player is maybe okay. So of course we have two best football player right now, right? Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. I'm fan. I'm fan of Cristiano, but actually I like Messi also. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, very nice. And what can you also tell me about yourself, about your hobbies? Can you tell me something more about your hobbies? What are your hobbies?
Hobbies. A few years ago, I liked playing guitar and piano
Hmm.
also. But actually, after visiting some country, I didn't have time to practice a lot. And I'm just spend my time on playing some kind of games, just some kind of Nintendo games. It seemed to be very easy to play. So for me, it's just someone don't doesn't like much about some kind of complicated story game. I'm just playing game for fun. Yeah, that's all. And uh, after very working hard hours, I also want to spend my time on watching films. Maybe some kind of films come from United States or Korean, Korea.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that is
Korea, Korea.
the very yeah, Korea. Yes, that's all. I didn't have much hobbies at the time. Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Okay, it was really nice to meet with you. Okay, so we will now go to our lesson because the first thing that I want to know you a little bit better. So this is why I ask you so many questions about yourself. So I used to get this lesson. So we will start from here. Okay, now can you please tell me? Okay, so we have here some daily routines. Okay, can you try to tell me about your daily routine? Try to tell me something that you are doing during the day. That means what time do you wake up? What do you do when you wake up, and etc. Can you tell me more about your daily routine?
Daily routine actually
Mm-hmm.
always in the morning, right? I'm just wake up at maybe 10 a.m.
10
That's very
a.m.
quite late,
Wow.
but actually 10 a.m. Right? It's quite late, right? But actually, no, sorry, 9 a.m. And
Mm.
I wake up at the time and try to do some kind of um, try to uh, do some kind of things before I going to my comedy, and that's actually sometimes I try to go to the office. But sometimes I work remotely because it depends on my emotion and my emotion and my boss. He just and my customer also. And actually, we have a lot of step on my laptop before working anything. But uh, and after working hours hours, I just try to cook because in some kind of Europe countries, I think the food is good for resident, but for me, I'm not familiar with that, right? And I try after very working hard hours, I try to cook by myself. Mm. Of course, I also always want to spend my time on going out and buy something to cook, and I always spend at least 1 hour, maybe almost 2 hours to cook and spend my time on that. And and after that I can maybe uh, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, but do something. I just do something that I always always do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so these are things that you can always do. Okay, and what do you think? What do you think about activities on the weekend? What daily activities do you usually do on the weekend? Okay, do you take a rest? Do you have some time to rest on the weekend?
On the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
um, actually, it's when I visited to some country in Europe, I didn't have I didn't have much fun in these countries, except for someone I met every day. And at the end of the week, maybe we can talk about Friday on Friday or sorry, or Saturday or Sunday. I always spend my time uh, hanging out with my
Mm-hmm.
coworkers or my friends, someone I met in the company that someone could become my friends, but someone could be always like a coworker. Okay, so I always spend on hanging out with them, like going to some kind of pub and club to sorry, not club,
Mm-hmm.
pub and bar to talk about the work or some no so at the end of the week I think I rarely talk about told too much about the work. I'm just talk about some kind of things out of my work. Yeah. And so at the end of the days, at the end of that days, I try to I just I just came to my home and take a and then taking a shower, brush
Shower.
the teeth,
Mm-hmm. Shower.
take a shower, taking a shower, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and brush my teeth, and so after
Mm-hmm.
that, it's a good time to sleep. Yeah,
It's a good having English class and go to sleep. Is that right? Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. After this, I know actually no. After this class, I think I really want to sleep, right? But actually, I still have some tasks to finish at the end of the day because I got a deadline, right? It's my commit to finish that on the day.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
better if I have a result to report to my boss at the beginning of the next day. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, very. That is really nice. And when you go on your let's say holiday, or for example, when you take a break off from your work, well, what do you usually do?
Take a break,
Yes, for
holiday.
example, for example, for a holiday, or when you go on a vacation, paid vacation from your company, do you have, for example, 10 days off, 15 days off, 20 days off of work? Do you have anything like this? Okay, in your company?
Actually, is in if I have a very long time to break the to break down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I always to go to Vietnam, like right because it's my hometown, right? And I will spend my time on visiting some kind of countries in Vietnam and just spend my time on resting for and just I didn't want I want to do too much. I don't want to do too much at that time, and sometimes I will make a decision based to go to visit to other country, maybe some kind of things that I saw on in the TikTok or some kind of social media. They they just showed that the country see to be very beautiful via some kind of maybe very big picture or some kind of very um, uh, via some kind of recommendation comment yeah, on their maybe Facebook or some kind of that. Yeah, I really want to try that to avoid some kind of situation that I regret uh, to when I
Mm.
didn't have when I do, wouldn't have an opportunity to wouldn't have to go. Yeah, that's why.
Okay, okay, that is quite nice. Okay, now let's see. And can you please tell me? Okay, I want to ask you, in which city in Vietnam you used to live? Okay, what is the name of the city where you used to live?
Actually, in Vietnam, I stay in Hanoi. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Hanoi. But for recently, I also have opportunity to visit to Ho Chi Minh City. That is
Mm-hmm.
link
Mm-hmm.
to
South
one
part,
of
is that
them.
right? South part of Vietnam.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so part of Vietnam, and one of them as bustling cities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I really want to escape from escape from this city because there are a lot of pressure. Yeah, there is a lot of pressure in these cities.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and when you try to compare these cities, which one suits you more? Okay, when you try to compare Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, which one do you prefer more?
Actually, it's I prefer. It's absolutely depend on the aspect that I want to compare. For example, if we talk about the opportunity, work opportunity, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
it's Ho Chi Minh City is better because Ho Chi Minh City is in Ho Chi Minh City there are a lot of maybe companies in this city, and we can have a more opportunity to interview, to work with in these companies, right? But Hanoi is, if we talk about the food, in Hanoi is better actually because it's just my taste. And Ho Chi Minh City is the like we have two cities. The first one is the top, the second one is the bottom of the Vietnam, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
why the taste. There are some difference between the someone living in Hanoi and someone living in Ho Chi Minh City. I talk about the taste, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just living most of the time. I lived in Hanoi. That's why I prefer eating the Hanoi food rather than the Ho Chi Minh's food. And
Mm-hmm.
that about food. Uh, and how about the daily life, right? In the Hanoi, actually, is in Ho Chi Minh City. I think I like Ho Chi Minh City more than Hanoi because the
Mm-hmm.
Hanoi is if we go out at maybe 11 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
we won't see anyone in the street. Maybe we rarely see someone walking in the street actually. But Ho Chi Minh City is more. We will have an opportunity to join some kind of party in the street at that time. Yeah, that's why I prefer uh, join. I prefer visiting to Ho Chi Minh City to well, just join some kind of very interesting journey rather than in Hanoi.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Hanoi is to be very familiar with. I'm just quite familiar with Hanoi's as Hanoi's. That is also the part of our thing. I think is I prefer visiting to Ho Chi Minh City uh, to to do
Mm-hmm.
something to release my stress, some kind of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what do you think about Da Nang? I heard
Danang,
something.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a good. It's a good city. Yeah, I know that. Actually, in Da Nang, we have a lot of maybe traditional locations. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I go to Da Nang many times. I think it's near to Hanoi. That's why I have an opportunity to go to this place, and and I mean it's not expensive. Like it's not. It costs a little money to go there, and I just spend my time. I just go there multiple times, and this city seems to be very very beautiful, right? And we have some kind of traditional street. when we can go through to look around some kind of very traditional food about clothes, some kind of traditional clothes in Vietnam. It's
Mhm.
quite very impressive to any tourist coming to Vietnam for the first time. But for me, it's quite it's if I go there multiple times, it seems to be not it seems to be not true news to me. Like it's not something new to me at that time, and so I like this city. But if I have opportunity to visit to other city in Vietnam, Ha Nang is the top of, bottom of my list. I think that.
Mhm. Okay, why? Bottom of on your list, if I understood
Bottom
you.
of my list. That's why
Oh.
because this city, I go there. I that when went to this city multiple times already.
Mhm.
I got that. Yeah, I
Uh,
did.
I asked you
That's
this
why.
question because one of my best friends he liked to travel to Vietnam and especially in Da Nang, and he was saying to me that Da Nang is a special place for him. In the last 7 or 8 years, every year when it's winter in Europe, so practically every time he's going to Da Nang.
Penang, right?
Yes, and he bring me some souvenirs from Da Nang, like Vietnamese money.
Okay, it's
Yes,
quite familiar.
yes, it's quite familiar. And something else. This is something that I like about Vietnam because it's like I don't know how to describe it, but for me, it's the place that I want to visit. Definitely. Okay, so okay, I know about these three cities, and now I have one extra question for you because this is something that is really interesting for me. What would you suggest me to see if I come, for example, in Vietnam? I'm asking you about sightseeing, or what would you suggest me to take a look, for example, about historical places in your country?
Historical place.
Places, yes.
Actually, even in Vienna, we have some kind of very traditional place to look at, to go. Right in Hanoi, we have some kind of we can call that school, but actually in Hanoi we have a we can call that like very the very uh actually we have this very old school in Vietnam. Like we can go there and look around. Seem to be very impressive to any tourist. But for me, it's normal because I came there multiple times, and I think it's a very expensive, right? Very beautiful, very chilling landscape to
Hmm.
look around. Yeah, but
Hmm.
for any tourist, you can go there to look that to spend on your time on that to explore new things about the historical Vietnam, historical history of Vietnam, right? Because in Vietnam we have a very long time to develop. I think if we talk about history of Vietnam, you can I can show you. I can send you the documentation. It seems to be very long, and actually, I love Vietnam, right? I am resident in Vietnam, but actually, most of people in Vietnam that they know say they love Vietnam, but someone still don't know much about history of Vietnam because it seems to be very difficult to memorize. And I'm not exceptional. I'm in school for a long time, right? And we also have some kind of subject related to history. And I learn a lot and try to remember a lot of the 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 point of time, but it seems to be very difficult.
Hmm.
Even now, I still knows about the history via some kind of uh, short video, and I remember memorize all of that. But the point of time, like when the event happening was happened, I didn't don't remember. I didn't remember exact time it's happened. Yeah,
Hmm.
you can go. Yeah, that's actually is by go back to the question. I think it's in Hanoi we have a lot of traditional place to go, and you can go there and I think you can If you want to go, I will send you the list of the suggestion. Maybe in
Uh,
Hanoi. I'm just yeah.
Yes, this is interesting thing because I used to have a plan to come, but now it's a little bit hard when you are with your family. So uh,
Yeah. Okay.
yes, because it's like okay, so it's as I know, for example, in Vietnam you have two types of the climate. You have here summer and spring, but in Europe it's quite different. As you know, for example, winter is here. It's very cold. I have here some students from Vietnam. They used to tell me that when they say, for example, it's really cold, 10 to 15 degrees. That is for Vietnamese people. That is really cold. In my country, really cold. It's when it's below zero. so so yes, okay. So this is something that is interesting. For example, when it's 15 degrees Celsius, people in my country we are going out with t-shirts. So we are not spending time in. But now it's in my country. It will be winter soon, so we need to be prepared for the long winter, long cold winter. Let's say like this, and it's quite understandable. Okay, and yes, that is. And what would you suggest me? I know about one type of the food. Okay, I'm familiar with only one type of the food, traditional food. I'm speaking about traditional food. I'm not speaking about Western food. Okay, I know about pho.
Yeah,
Okay.
very famous.
hmm Okay. Okay. So what can you tell me about pho? Okay. What other type of the food should I try to eat in your country? So what other things you can try to eat?
Also, actually I find pho is a good is a very famous country, very famous sorry, very famous dish to any tourist, right? And I'm just resident, and of course I like pho, right? But on my taste, I like noodle more than pho actually.
Mm-hmm.
Noodle, in Europe you can call that noodle. It's like we try to cook maybe I think it's had the same way as a pho, right? For but actually my taste is I think it's noodle is better. Yeah, it's better for me. But anyone come to country, really they need to have an opportunity to try pho. Yeah, it's very famous this. And yeah, I'm not a master chef, right? I'm just trying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, this is something that can be really interesting to try to eat. And how about different types of the pho? I heard that there are different types of the pho. What would you suggest me to try to eat?
Okay, so different type of pho, right? And I have that. You can try the beef noodle soup.
Mm-hmm.
Beef noodle soup is called that phở bò. Yeah, phở bò. This the pho made of beef or some kind of things related to that. And so, in my point of view, you need to you should to eat that. Yeah, maybe it's very delicious. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
beef. I don't know much about pho because I know pho is made is very famous in my country, but we I'm not a people. I'm not a person spend too much time on try to figuring out some kind of pho.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I try to some kind. I just check the Google Map, right? Check the Google Map to check the list of the for. Okay, so I look at that, and okay, so it's the 5 star, 4 star. Okay, 5 star is good. We can go there to eat, right? In Hanoi, we have a lot of very famous traditional traditional restaurant related to pho. Uh, I I'm not actually I don't remember exact place related to that. And but yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, okay, that is quite nice and quite good to hear it. Okay, and we have here a lesson. Okay, a lesson about acting your age. Okay, how can you please tell me how old are you? Okay, I didn't ask you, but how old are you?
I was almost 30. I
Wow,
was
you
almost 30.
you look very young, youngish.
Maybe. Oh, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're almost 30. I'm 42 to be precise. And what
Okay.
can you tell me? What can you tell me about this lesson, acting your age? Uh, what is your opinion about how people should react on our age? Okay, so what is something that you think about this?
Acting your age is my lesson, right? What
Mhm.
that mean when we talk about your age? Your age?
Mhm, mhm. Yes,
We
when we are speaking about our age. So what is your opinion? What is your opinion about it? Okay, so how, for example, what can you see in this picture? Can you please tell me first what can you see in this picture?
I know, so that's the picture. I see. We have the very old man, right? Try to play some game that is just for maybe children or some kind of adult people, right? But regardless of his age, uh, he just made a decision to join this game, right? It seems to be impressive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you think is it good to for the people to act like age? Okay, and in this age that, for example, he's doing water skiing. So what do you think about this?
I think it's see, he's a very he's strong man, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just I imagine I just make some I just want to make some assumption related to his life. He is a very strong man, and he's go to the gym every day and play some kind of very active activity. Sorry, say they always ready to join some kind of very active game and do some kind of thing like that. It's quite normal to him. I think that, but at his age, seem to be my father, he don't have enough energy to go any game like that. Actually,
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and do you think what is the most interesting about this age for you? Okay. What would you like to do? For example, if you on your age that you didn't try so far, would you like to do something that you didn't try so far?
for examples, uh, let's talk about some kind of positive thing, right? For the first, for example, at 20, right? I'm ready to join some kind of very uh, games like like the picture, right? It's not at the time I really want to. If I'm in 20 or 20, I willing to do some kind of new thing out there to like joining some kind of games and playing something new that I didn't try, right? And I try to explore the world. And uh, anyways, I will try to do something new that I have opportunity to release my energy. Yeah, to make everything it's like we can call that I really want to do something. Uh, I want to the world. Um, I want to go uh, out of the world. For example, we can call that. For example, I try to really my stride and do some kind of that, and I really want to. I have enough energy to do my best to maybe, for example, I got the I when I'm in university, right? I got competition actually, and I want to win. I want to win this competition. I spend the whole week to without sleeping. Yeah, that's the point. But at this is my age, almost 20 or 30. I couldn't do that because my energy, my health, that is not enough for doing something like that, right? And at this time, I could do that, but with the um, less frequent, less frequently, right? I think that I can do that. But yeah, actually, I'm just want to talk about some kind of points. Uh, for the first one, related to my health. The second one related to um, my mind. For example, I when I get older, is when I look at some kind of children playing game. I think that is not suitable for me because I didn't like that too much. I didn't like that as um, I did that before, right? And as so, I think we have a multiple aspect to consider to yeah talk about.
When we need to act when we are okay on this age. And what is the most exciting thing that you ever tried in your life? Okay, so exciting thing. Okay, the most exciting thing that you ever tried in your life.
Exciting?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, actually, exciting. You mean
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have much exciting things in my life, but recently, maybe a few years ago, I have opportunity to visit some kind of country in Europe for the first time. Yeah, and I went to the country like maybe let me check. French, French is made French, and because it's just I'm in Hanoi for maybe 10 years, right? Maybe 10 years, and I'm familiar with some kind of landscape in Hanoi, and I think it's seem to be beautiful, seem to be beautiful, right? But I'm quite familiar with that, and I really want to find the new things, at least the new landscape, maybe architecture, Europe architecture, and so I have an opportunity to go to French for the first time, and I have an opportunity to look at some kind of very traditional architecture of the building in French. That is impressive to me at that time. I felt that that seemed to be very excited moment when I'm in the top of the building in French. I didn't know the name of that building, but it seemed to be very beautiful
Mm-hmm.
landscape when I can look around, and that is very best view.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a breakfast at that time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, very nice. And what do you think? What do you think about activities? Okay, that you would like to try in the future. Okay, what do you think about this? About activities that you would
like
like to. Mm-hmm.
activities.
Mm-hmm.
What is
What for example, would you like to try some activities like bungee jumping, like okay, would you like to try this, okay, this type of the activities, okay, okay, so would you like to try that?
uh activities?
Mm-hmm.
When activities go. Okay, for example, um, actually, I like I'm not actually I'm not too much extrovert person. I'm not a very extrovert person. I'm like okay, so for I have several friends and who always ready to invite me to join the party, some kind of indoor outdoor activities, right? And I like that. I prefer going to some kind of party like that and spend my time on cooking with my friend, and it seems to be very best moment in my life when I have a time to talk talk with to talk to them about my life, and we also spend time or say the same thing, the same hobbies, and at that time I have an opportunity to show my skill related to guitar. Yeah, I'm not a guitarist, but actually I like guitar and piano, and it is the best time to play some kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing like guitar. Yeah.
Okay, okay, and yeah, that is quite nice. And how about okay? So we have here in this just one moment. Okay, so we have here some other activities that, for example, can be really interesting for you. Okay, now what do you think about this type of the activities? Okay, so we have here okay like this. Okay, so what do you think about this activity right here? Okay, so in the picture one. So what can you see here in the picture one?
And with this, I mean, this guy, this man seem to be very, very. Okay, let's talk about his maybe her, right? See, she tried to ride the motorbike, right? Actually, in Vietnam is quite. I'm familiar with with the motorbike, yeah. And but for some kind of very big motorbike like that in Vietnam, I saw several. It's not too much. They are not too much in Vietnam, but actually it says saw several stuff like that. But actually, I'm like motorbike because it seems to be very comfortable to go to any location I want, just using only one vehicle like that, right? And actually, I don't like much. If you want, if you compare the motorbike with to car, I prefer using motorbike more than car. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. And how about in Singapore? What is something that people from Singapore usually like to? Can you please tell me? What is something that people like to do?
Vehicle
Vehicles, yeah. What type of the vehicles beside motorbikes?
in Singapore, I just use train. Yeah, train or taxi. Yeah,
Mhm.
or gonna use bus because in Singapore I'm just stay there for a few days before before going to other countries. That's why I just prefer using taxi or bus. That seem to be more comfortable. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, more comfortable. And what do you think? Okay, so we have. I used to go to nightclubs every Friday and Saturday night. Are you outgoing person? Can you please tell me?
My clubs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm just actually recently I got invitation from my friend to go to nightclub on Friday actually, but I because of the time I'm still in my job. I stay in my job because of incidents happening at the time. I'm just reject. I'm just uh didn't have an opportunity to join that club, that party. Yeah, but the nightclub. Actually, I'm not people joining some kind of very uh I don't know. I don't know, but I like very noisy location like nightclub. I've just listened to. I just want to listen. I prefer listening some kind of very chilling music in the pub or bar or some kind of that. Yeah, and that's why nightclub is not the best option to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what type of the music do you like to listen?
Music.
Mm.
Actually, I never tried to categorize my favorite, my music favorite. Uh, actually, I the ballad seem to be very easy to hear, right? And I'm familiar with pop. ballad, and maybe ballad is a part of pop. I don't know, but I'm familiar with pop, and EDM is good to push my mood when I get bored,
Mm-hmm.
and so I also prefer hearings rap. Yeah, rap is good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
rap's good. Yeah,
Okay, and how often do you like to listen this type of the music? How often?
often, often.
Mm-hmm.
When I actually when I get bored, I I really want to. I really choose the music as a good as a good as a good part. It's a good thing to try. I think I listen music every day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now that is quite nice. Okay, and what do you think? What do you think? Why people usually like to use motorbikes in Vietnam? Why motorbikes are so convenient to use in Vietnam?
Convenient. Yeah, Vietnam is quite convenient, and everyone try to use a motorbike as the main vehicle because it's the price is actually to be very suitable for the they for anyone, right? But and it also it is also quite flexible to use. Yeah, we can go anywhere using only one motorbike, and so that's the thing. That's the thing.
Hmm. Okay, and in Singapore, what is the most common vehicle that people are using in Singapore?
I think it's car. Car is more popular than others. Yeah, car. I saw a lot of cars right here, right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
a lot of cars. Okay, and can you please tell me what do you think? What do you think about these cars? Okay, so why, for example, people this is why some people are using cars and why some people are using motorbikes.
Actually, it's in some kind of Asian countries like Vietnam or maybe Thailand, Malaysia. We got a lot. We have they have a lot of cars. Sorry, they have a lot of motorbikes because the price of that seem to be very very reasonable, right? And so besides that, they also besides that it seems to be very convenient to go that I mentioned before that I mentioned before, right? But the tax is also a problem. Yeah, in Vietnam the tax for buying any cars that seem to be very higher than other countries like United States or Singapore. That's why we do rather we just prefer buying the motorbike rather than the cars because yeah, and I think the tax is the problem. Is the main point to to, and I think that
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, and you used to be. What do you think about metro stations, for example, in Austria? Did you ever travel to? Did you ever use a metro station in Austria? And
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah, I tried that because I tried that already.
Mhm. And what is your opinion about metro stations in Austria?
Metro station, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good for the environment. It goes for atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's for the for uh, if you look at that, we have a lot of things related to climate change issue. That's why we have some kind of public transportation like metro station, right? I prefer getting the metro station rather than others because I don't know, but it's fast and I can avoid some kind of rush hour when using cars or motorbike.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. And cars. And what do you think? What do you think about traveling with airplane? Do you like to travel with airplane?
Airplane.
Mm-hmm.
You mean a plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, traveling using airplane, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's if you talk about the airplane, it's a good, it's a very I think if you want to go to visit other countries, the plane is only one of it's just only one option to anyone. And so for me, it's plane. We have some we have some brand planes out there. Yeah, Singapore Airline or some kind of that. Okay, it's just a vehicle, right? It's just a vehicle to visit, and I'm prefer using the plane because it's a city be very. I've just spent a short time to visit to any country, and so for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's not something. It's not special thing related to me. Related to that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is something that is not quite special for you. And when was the last time that you traveled with airplane? Okay, can you please tell me last time that you traveled with airplane?
Last time airplane.
Mhm.
Recently, I visited the Singapore using the Singapore airline. Yeah,
Mhm. And your
I'm
experience? Did
familiar
you
with that.
did you like it?
Yeah, good. Yeah, like that. Like
Mhm.
that. Actually, it's spend like a few hours. A few hours.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
very nice. Okay, so we can say that we practically we finished our class. Everything was really nice. The only thing that I want to suggest you is to just continue to speak, and I think that you will be great in the future. Okay, and it was really nice to meet you. Your English is really nice and fluent, and I definitely want to see you next time. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I see you
See you on Thursday. On Friday, but in my country it's Thursday. So
okay, so on Friday. Yeah.
bye bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.